So Jeff Johns is writing a new book, and a new team is established in Justice League of America #1.
We get our first glimpse at the new cosmic universe in Nova #1.
And Gore the God Butcher's plan is finally revealed in the finale of the first arc of Thor. Okay, so there's a new Justice League book out.
True that.
There were 52 variants, apparently. We didn't get a variant.
Don't know what that's all about.
Well,
52? 50 variants.
50.
It's 50 states in America.
Is that?
Yes.
Let us know. What did you think of Justice League of America #1?
Justice League of America. I found it not good.
Okay.
Not good. This is not how you start a book. The way this book basically runs is we need to assemble a team. Here is the profiles of all the team members.
Yeah.
And that is as much as we can fit into one book. To which I go, if there's not, because like the lead bit of it isn't very exciting. It doesn't leave me on too much of a cliffhanger that I care about. And I just find myself going, that was a really weak first issue. You know, these are characters that are established, or some of them are. Some of them need a bit more explanation, and it seemed unnecessary to have so much backstory in these characters. And the worst bit is, we haven't even done the backstory of all the characters. Like, we still haven't got Green Lantern, we haven't got half of these characters in the background. So, it was a very weak first issue for me personally, and I think I will not be picking up the next issue.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to use a word that I haven't used to review any book since we've started, and that is boring.
Yeah.
This book is dull. Like, really, you're just going to get two characters in a room. Waller, Agent Waller, and who's the guy? Who's the guy
Steve.
who was sleeping with Wonder Woman?
Steve Rogers.
Steve Rogers. No, that's Captain America. That's wrong.
Yep.
Steve something. I don't remember his name.
Colonel Steve.
Steve Trevor.
Steve Trevor. Bam. Nailed it.
You're just going to have them just spew exposition all over each other on top of panels of characters.
So much exposition.
Well, yeah, like they're just
I'm an exposition Jew.
Washing around in each other's exposition. Just love it.
Swim in exposition.
Yeah, like a dirty little exposition fetish that they both have. Just like, and they're like, ugh. Just washing her hair with the exposition that he's spewing all over her. No, honestly though, and we just...
No, I agree.
And we just get a completely uninteresting... This book offers absolutely no reason to pick up the second one. In fact, the Justice League book, which you haven't been reading, but I have, which sort of leads into, is sort of a prelude of this, gives a better reason to pick up the second issue of this than this book does itself. Yeah. Because it looks like they're setting up something. Anyway, so technical things aside. Oh, the one good thing about this book, by the way, is David Fincher's drawing of the Martian Manhunter.
Yes, very cool. Good.
With that away, I have to question the things at play in this book from a character perspective. So let me get this straight. Your plan is, because you think the Justice League are out of touch and you're a little scared of them, understandable.
We get that. You've got Superman up there. I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean.
So then what you're going to do is you're going to assemble another team of superheroes who are equally as strong and as powerful. Well, in fact, not equally.
Well, no, that was the worst bit, is they were like, we have our equals, you know. Yeah. We've got Catwoman
against
for
Batman. Yeah, because they're... Yeah,
Martian Manhunter for Superman. And I'm just sitting there going, no. This table, I looked at it and I went, not one of those pairings would I put against
it. Maybe the Green Lanterns, but Katana versus Wonder Woman, really? Really?
Aquaman versus Hawkman, maybe.
So not only is that illogical, but the fact that you're just solving a problem surely by creating another problem.
Especially when they're like, oh, Martian Manhunter, because something's happened with him that we still don't know about.
Poor Superman has never given them a reason not to... This was not good.
No.
I will not be buying the second issue. And, hate to say it, I think Jeff Johns is a little out of touch. I haven't read a good Jeff Jones.
Jones.
Forgotten his name. Forgotten his name.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, not good. I did not like it at all.
No. So our Marvel Now title of the week, the #1 title, is Nova, a book that you have been very excited to get your hands on.
Yeah, we covered the announcement on the show.
We did.
Ever since I read the preview of Marvel Now #1, and ever since then I have been very excited.
So,
for it.
written by Jeff Loeb, art by Ed McGuinness, both are very established, and it's the character of Nova is a part of a intergalactic space force. Trying to say it in a way that isn't going to compare it to Green Lantern, but they have similar
They're of similar ilks.
Yeah, and it's all about this man who was a member of the team and then ended up in suburbia, and not so much about him, but about his son and how his disbelief falls into it, and you can see where it's going throughout the book.
Yeah.
And is that a good or a bad thing, Dan?
It's a really, 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 really good thing. I loved it. Loved it.
Yeah.
I thought in places, panel here, panel there, I was a bit on the art. But generally, I really enjoyed the art, and there was a lot of panels that I liked. The story was great, and it was funny. Like, it has a really nice father-son dynamic where he's telling him stories, and the kids go... And do you know what was nice? You don't get the kid going, oh, yeah... It's not as obvious as you'd think it would be.
Yeah.
You get the kid kind of playing along.
Yeah.
Because it's his dad, and whatever opinions he has about his dad, he doesn't share to his dad. He shares them off screen, and we find out that he's supportive of him, and that's nice. Yeah. And I felt there was a really nice father-son thing. In fact, I could have had 2 issues of this. We're not going to get that, but we get a really nice thing at the end where it's like, oh, and now he's got a... And I like this type of story, and I liked the way this type of story was told in this instance. I've never read Nova before. I'm very excited to start. I'm very excited because this is sort of the start of... We're going to have Guardians of the Galaxy next week. It's kind of the start of the new Marvel cosmic scene, which I think is really exciting. And
something they're pushing forward in the cinematic universe as well. And
it's exciting. Like, one of the best things about Marvel now so far has been its variety, and this is a further example of that.
Yeah, no, I agree on many parts with you. I'm not as taken by Ed McGuinness's art when he's just doing kind of regular interactions between people, but when it's the stuff happening in space and the cosmos, it looks amazing. Like, it's so fun and cartoony, and I absolutely love that. Big part of me kind of would rather see a book about the dads, and I think that's just because I get a little bit annoyed by the kind of the teenage, life is so unfair, my dad's, and I'm so hard done by and all that, I find it very annoying, and I find it almost done to death. But having said that, I did find myself relating to the character a bit. It was a new dynamic that I haven't personally read in comics before, and great cliffhanger to end it on. So, I'm definitely going to be picking up the next issue. I'm definitely going to be enjoying it. And yeah, I'm excited
to see where that goes.
See it cross into Guardians of the Galaxy and other...
It's a whole new
Marvel
universe.
Books. Isn't it just?
Lovely. So the next one we got is the finale. The finale of the Thor, the God Butcher story.
Yeah.
Or
5 for 5.
The sort of prologue to the God Butcher story, maybe. So, I mean, just a bit of a spoiler. I was expecting a conclusion. That's not quite what we got.
I agree.
Were you happy with what we got?
I was very happy with what we got, and I was very happy that we did not get a spoiler, and I am loving what is happening off camera right now. Hey, Stephen. Okay, well, we can't see him, so it's fine. No, I absolutely love this. Again, the artwork, the writing is all just perfect, and I'm reading this book, and as I'm reading it, I'm going, oh God, we're not going to get the conclusion I want. We're speeding through it too quickly. Like, this is all action, no. So, hey, it's not done, so that's fine. And it's one of the very few times I'm happy that a story hasn't just wrapped up nicely. Because I like having short, concise stories. And I like the fact it didn't. And, you know, I like the fact that we're going to continue seeing the characters like old Thor and Gore the God Butcher. And yeah, I absolutely love it. I love this book.
No, I agree. I mean, and going into this, part of me was thinking, well, I'm interested to see what the next type of story we're going to get is. And I think it's quite exciting that that this is going to continue, because I think he's created an amazing villain in Gore the God Butcher.
Oh, yeah.
And he's told, and I love, do you know what Jason Aaron has done masterfully in this book? Is he's controlled the release of information perfectly. There are moments when there's stuff you want to know.
Yeah.
There's stuff you want to know, and you get fragments and you get taste, but you're left with so many questions. And really, this is the work of a masterful storyteller. It's maybe some of Jason Aaron's finest work, and that's saying something. I've loved a lot of his work, so I was so happy with this.
Yes, no, I completely agree with you.
Alec is next WWE champ.
Cool.
Is the winner.
What did he win? Oh, yep. What we're giving away? Nova.
Alec
is next.
Alex is next WWE champ, is the winner.
Yes, he is. And he won Uncanny X-Men #1.
He did. Check your inbox. Alex is the... I didn't know what was happening there, but anyway, that's good. You won Uncanny X-Men #1. We hope you enjoyed that. If you want to follow us on Twitter, make sure it's at Comic Book Show 1 for any and all updates.
Indeed. Also, comment below on this video if you want a chance to win a comic book.
Yeah.
We'll be giving away Nova #1 this week. Very exciting for you folks out there.
Yeah, and don't forget, you still got time to donate to Dale's Just Giving page. If you want to see me shave his head to look like Quentin Quiet. In fact, this week we have a little taster of what it might look like coming up on the screen at the moment, so that's some incentive for you. We hope you enjoyed today's video. On Wednesday...
No, on Friday.
Oh, Friday.
You've forgotten what day we're on. This is currently Wednesday.
Okay. Well, join us on Friday for Versus.
Indeed.
Not called Versus, called Who Wins. We'll see you then.
This is a mess.
Wow.